Welcome to The Culture. We rest at the pulse of the community, providing all things news, music, fashion, events, and everything that we talk about in between. It's a lifestyle. We are The Culture. Hi, and welcome to The Culture. I'm your host, Jessica Garrett-Modkins, and it's a very special time of the year here in Miami. It's Art Basel. It swirls through Miami, and it also launches the Art of Black Miami. And joining us today to talk about all of this and more is Connie Kinnard, Vice President and Multicultural Tourism and Development for the Greater Miami Convention and Visitors Bureau. Welcome to the show today, Connie.
Thank you, Jessica. Thank you for having me back.
Yes, absolutely. This is our special time of the year when I have to talk to you uh, to just find out all of these wonderful events that are going on here in Miami. Some have already started, but it's still not too late. And we have to let all of our viewers know the wonderful things that you all are doing. And then before we jump into Art of Black Miami, I just want to talk about Art Basel for a moment because that is what is going on here in Miami as well. Do you, by chance, know exactly what the definition of Art Basel is, or what is it? Just let us know what that is. Because it's an
Right.
international show, right?
It is an international art show, and it's one of the largest in the world for consumers. And consumers could be from, honestly, a person like you or I who wants to buy some art, but also really for what I call the big box artists, or those artists that are consumers that want to buy larger pieces and larger, almost like display type pieces. So it's a little bit of a mix. Typically upper end art. It may be art that people want to purchase for other museums throughout the country, art that people want to purchase for hotels or big business spaces where you've seen some of those dramatic art pieces when you walk into a lobby, to the collector who happens to just love a certain type of art. If they like textured art, they buy it because it's an investment. So Art Basel is really, I think, the largest, and it's only in three locations: Basel, Switzerland, Hong Kong, and Miami. So we're fortunate to have it here. It brings in approximately 80,000 people each year. So it is a big boost, the economic driver for Miami-Dade, particularly during December.
Thank you for that explanation because I'm sure many people just don't know what Art Basel is. They think of the parties, but there actually is an art facet that actually
Right.
is the foundation upon which this weekend is built on. And then I read that the Greater Miami Convention and Visitors Bureau is on a mission to elevate and bring awareness to Miami's rich history and diverse heritage while continuing to grow leisure and convention business here. Now, is that in part why the Art of Black Miami was launched?
Mhm.
What's the history of the Art of Black Miami?
It is. So bringing visitors here, conventions, and the whole sales and marketing platform is really the core of what we do at the Convention and Visitors Bureau, bringing people to our destination and marketing, if you will, promoting our destination outside of this region for people to come. The Art of Black Miami and elevating the art and artists and museums in our community is part of that. But I think one of the key components is that we found during the Art Basel season, particularly, um, there's so much great art in the communities throughout Miami-Dade. Art Basel traditionally, when it started, was a Miami Beach destination. It happens at the convention center. And so a lot of the movement early on was just around that particular area. And so people would come, they would stay in the area and not necessarily venture out as much as we would want them to do in other parts of the community. So Art of Black Miami is really a way to elevate those artists and artisans within our communities, in particular within our heritage communities, Black and Brown of the diaspora, the genuine fabric of what makes Miami-Dade Miami-Dade. elevate those during this time when you have all of these diverse people, international people in the area. So it's kind of a combination. It's a combination of what we do as a marketing agency and destination driver. But honestly, if it wasn't for the greatness in our community, we wouldn't be able to merge this platform to elevate. So that really is the reason, a way to elevate some of our community talented people in the community.
And what I like really about what you're doing, Connie, is you're driving people into those heritage neighborhoods. I've noticed you're doing things in Opa-locka, you're doing things in Overtown, you're doing things in Wynwood. You have them all over Miami, which is awesome. It allows for not just the artists to be celebrated and to be appreciated, but also all of the other little subsets of that neighborhood, the restaurants, the people, they get to also participate in it. So for that, I am thankful. As a Miamian, I'm thankful because there's so many different things that we have to offer that many times people think of the beach and the sand, and that's just it. I mean, you have things going on in Liberty City. So let's start with what we still have going on. Today is Friday. And I know that we've missed a couple of events, which is fine because there's still other things that are going on. Can you please highlight a few of those events so for our viewers, please?
Absolutely. So first I'll say, and I know that you'll share this, if you visit still at this point, artofblackmiami.com, there will be a listing of events that are happening that's happening this week. So artofblackmiami.com, you can pull it up and pull it up by dates. That will also be helpful even at this point. But I'll highlight a few things. La Art Noir, Diversity in Color, is happening, and it's a collaboration of a few artists to include Adonis Parker, that we all know, and supported by One United Bank. Will be happening. It happens starting December 2nd through the 5th, and it's at the African American Cultural Center in Liberty City. And so that is one to look for. I'm looking at my handy dandy list here.
Yes, because you have a lot of events. There's no way that you would be able to keep up with all of them. No way.
That's right. Yeah, even I have to look at this list. Soul Basel in Overtown. They typically always have a great grouping of events, and Soul Basel is the platform name that the Overtown artists come together. So that's their platform under the Art of Black Miami platform. But they will have an event at the Lyric Theater that will focus on the name of it's called If These Streets Could Talk. And so that will be available as well on Saturday if anybody wants to attend that, as well as the Hampton Lovers Ward Rooming House. The Hampton Art Lovers will have an exhibit, Point Comfort, that will be going on. If you want to go over to Little Havana, they each year have their wonderful umbrellas. Community artists come together and paint these wonderful, fabulous big umbrellas. And actually on Saturday, tomorrow, I'll be a judge for the umbrella. So I'm looking forward to participating in that. And that is always at the Futurama site, the Futurama Art Gallery site. So if anybody's out and about on 8th Street, come on down and check out the umbrellas as well. And then if you check out online, there are a few virtual events that anyone can attend that will be good, and there'll be replays of those events. So if you check Art of Black Miami, you can see some of the virtual talks, which is always good. Carter Ludlow Bailey always does an event at the end that really kind of sums up what has happened for the week. So if you check out that event, it's a virtual event. It would be a good one for anybody that wants to know kind of who was here, what was their art sold at the actual show, He always has a person there that kind of talks about that. And that's an important piece. We want people to purchase art, throughout our communities. And so that's one of the reasons why it's so important. It's a economic driver. So always excited about this time of year for our community.
So I want to reemphasize that one event that is virtual is the 12th annual Art Basel panel discussion on contemporary African diaspora art. It will be streamed live on Facebook, Clubhouse, and YouTube. It starts at 2 p.m. on December the 5th at kata.us. Kata.us. And it says that they're going to have, oh my gosh, a plethora of different people that will be on this panel. So that is definitely one not to miss. And then I did want to go back over to Overtown.
Yes.
With Soul Basil, because what I didn't know was, I think you mentioned this or I read it, that it was an ongoing event. Let's see. Okay, yeah, they said here December the 1st through December the 5th at the Lyric Theater.
Yes.
And it is, yes, you mentioned this, that if these streets could talk, and it's an exhibit that explores the origin of the city, development of Colored Town, and its heyday. And it's an open air art village that will be set up in the plaza, which I think is very nice because for some people who have families, they will want to take their children out to venture and see some of the art. That would be kind of nice during the day from 10 to 10.
That one's particular because that will focus on really Black Miami, and it's part one that they're doing at the Lyric. I do know looking ahead next year, they're looking at maybe a part two to that as well. So it's one that's maybe the start of ongoing. And that's one of the things I wanted to say as well. Art of Black Miami, this is what we call the high season. It's the punch because it is our arts, cultural heritage time all over Miami-Dade. It's a real strong focus. But the Art of Black Miami and the Black artists and those that touch the Black diaspora, this is 365. So, if somebody's coming in, now they'll get a whole bunch of events, but throughout the year, it's consistently ongoing events that people can attend. One event I wanted to talk about. This is one of our couple of our other partners that each year always they do great shows. One is Art Beat in Little Haiti. Little Haiti will have events and exhibitions that will go through tomorrow as well. So I always want to give a highlight to Little Haiti and Muse, the Muse Arts and Cultural Festival. And actually, in talking to Bart and Ashley, I talked to Bart Mervin yesterday. Saturday is going to be one of their biggest days. It ends tomorrow, one of the biggest days. It ends the festival, but it's a great day. If you hadn't been able to get out this week, going over to Muse in Little Haiti would be a great. And their featured art exhibit is called Dispersed. So
nice. Let's go back to the exhibition at Little Haiti Cultural Center because this was one that I was interested in on Sunday. It is on December the 5th. They're premiering the short film "I Love You in My Silence" at the Cultural Center, and the film. In the film, Zeke explores the oddities of love by questioning one's willingness to sacrifice self. Wow, how intriguing is that going to be? So they kicked it off on the 3rd, but they're going to have the screening on December the 5th from 4 to 7. With that type of film, is there some type of entry fee, or where do people go? Or they can go to the artofblackmiami.com.
Yeah, there's more information there on the site on that. And to be honest, a lot of the exhibits and the events are open to the public. Those are just because one of the things about this platform and a lot of the work, some of it is about exposure and getting people to come and see and feel. But if there's a charge on that, and I don't have it on top of my head, it's on our website.
Okay. And then you all had a contest for
Yes.
cover art. Tell us about that.
Right, right. So the last few years, several years now, we've been partnering with MIA Legacy Magazine on what we call the cover competition. Again, just another way to showcase artists. And so we decided, hey, why don't we during this time put together an art competition, and the winner would be a showcase on the MIA's special edition, and they do Art of Black Miami edition each year. And so we've been doing that now for almost 5 years, and so it's been great. And then over the last 3 years, we've been able to put a cash prize with it. First, the prize was you get on the cover. That was your prize. And of course, we showcase your art in other places as much as we could. But we were able to have a partner in that. AARP has joined us in this endeavor with some funding and support. And so now our competition first place winner gets to be on the cover of MIA, and they get a $5,000 prize. Second place winner, 1,500. And so we just finished that competition, and we have a winner, Miss Bibi Andrade. Some of you all know Bibi. She was our winner, and what I love about it is we all know each other now. You kind of grow to know people. I was not in the judging or any of that. That's why I think it's so cool. It's literally I don't even know who the panel is that picks the winner. But she's well deserving. She's a long time artist in this community. She's more of what you call like a digital mixed media kind of artist. And glad she won. Yeah.
So congratulations to her. Also, when you all started this, the second place person, I don't even remember them getting funding either.
That's right, right. With the collaboration with AARP, between the GMCBB and Legacy, we were able to put dollars to both because they're, at the end of the day, art is subjective. It depends, it's all good, but we just had to have a first. You got to have a first place and second place. So we wanted to make sure we blessed the second place winner as well.
That was nice. Well,
Yeah.
congratulations to all of you who participated. And I'm certain if you weren't able to pick up the Miami Herald from this past weekend on Sunday, I'm sure that those art editions will be spread throughout Overtown, Opa-locka, Little Haiti, Little Havana, Wynwood. It will be spread throughout all of Art of Black Miami showcases that are going on. Now, did you have any closing thoughts, anything that we didn't cover to make sure that our viewers know about?
Well, I would like to just say thank you to your platform, the culture, because we promote in all different levels. So we promote internationally, we promote domestically, because this is, we want the region to come down, but we also want people to come in that maybe wouldn't normally come in. There are those art connoisseurs, but so our promotions are at all levels because that's what we do. We're promoting people to come to Miami-Dade, but we also locally and nationally, because it's not like the culture's reach is just local. You're on a broader platform. But we also like to and are thankful for people like you that just want to have conversations, highlight what we do, help us to get the word out from a different level. So I want to thank you for doing that and our partnership, and I look forward to working with you even more in the future.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Connie. And you all always have awesome things going on. So that's why I'm always calling and I'm always bugging you going, hey, Connie, let us know, because it the more people know about what you're doing, the more they're able to support it.
Right.
So bottom line, you're doing wonderful things. Stay encouraged. Continue to do what you're doing. We definitely appreciate it. And to all of you viewing, we thank you for so much for joining us. Don't forget to join us tonight on My Two Cents starting at 6 p.m. for another good old time. We'll be streaming live on Facebook Live, YouTube Live, and of course, Video Mix TV. Thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you again this time next week. Have a great day.
The Culture is produced and owned by the Culture Media Group and cannot be reproduced or broadcast without written consent. All rights reserved.